Jason Chaffetz, former House Oversight Committee Chair, and David Carlucci, former New York State Senator. So the president's focusing on Europe, Asia, at the United Nations. Meanwhile, Eric Adams, the mayor of the city that's hosting him, says that illegal immigration is threatening to destroy New York. Listen to what he said.
Let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York.
Will destroy New York City. David Carlucci, Republicans have been warning about this since January of 2021. Why is this president not getting the message?
Well, this is an unprecedented issue, of course, and I think the president, there's only so many tools that the president has, and he can implement alone. We need Congress to act and put a bill on the president's desk. This is the time. Everyone sees the scenario playing out. The mayor's calling for help. The governor's calling help. And the president's hands are tied. More funding? Well, he needs Congress to get more funding, and Congress has refused to do that. Speaker McCarthy would rather do an impeachment inquiry than deal with the issues of our day. There's no one left to blame. The buck has to stop somewhere, and we need everyone to come together to solve this crisis. This is the time. If Congress doesn't act now, when will they act?
Jason, does Congress have to step in here, or is there something the president could do himself?
No, with all due respect to the senator, you're 110% wrong. Enforce the current law, lock down the border, get rid of the rewards and incentives. The state of New York does not need to be a sanctuary state. New York City doesn't need to be a sanctuary city. They need to enforce those laws. If you come here illegally, you need to be deported. That's what needs to happen. Don't tell me that Congress needs to come together and pass some bill. There already are laws on the books, and we are, as American taxpayers, already pouring billions of dollars into it. Your state, your city was the one that actually wanted to give these people voting rights when they came here. So you created this problem, and
Look,
now it's a worldwide problem.
All you're doing is deflecting the blame.
Worse, not better. I'm not deflecting the blame.
If New York kicks everyone out, where are they going to go?
It is not happening.
Lock down the border. Yes, Trump had 4 years to do that. We didn't see it done. Well, the people are here, and what are we going to do? We're just going to kick them out and let them go to the next state?
Well,
no, we have to solve this problem. Many of these people are here legally. They don't have working status. They can't work. They're sitting in a hotel room doing nothing, and that's going to cause trouble. So David, we need Congress to issue either permanent status to allow these people to work.
All right, David, let me just jump in here.
The governor's coming up with plans, but
there's no question that there are 11 or 12 million people who are in this country illegally. But in just the last couple of years, we've added at least 5 million people to that number, whereas we had historic low levels of immigration in the year prior to that. You mentioned, Jason, sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. Here's what the Border Patrol Union said. Basically, be careful what you wish for. Note to sanctuary cities, counties, and states, stop your whining. You declared yourselves sanctuaries for illegal aliens while condemning those who think our laws should actually be enforced. You helped Biden unleash this historic disaster. Live with it. David, cities like New York, states like New York, California, other states are saying, we're sanctuary cities. We welcome being sanctuary cities. And now Eric Adams is saying, well, wait a second, that's going to destroy our city now. But they were the ones who really kind of brought this on themselves.
These laws, like right to shelter, have been on the books for many years. This isn't a new phenomenon. What's new is that we have people being sent up to New York in unprecedented numbers. Yes, that is true. But now we have to deal with the situation. We keep hearing people, oh, just shut your door. Shut your door. That's not going to work. You just said we have millions of people that are here illegally. That's not something new. What we have now is millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people that are here legally, but they're in peril. There's not documented status because they applied here for asylum, and there's a process that goes along with it. It's a broken process, one that needs to be fixed, and Congress alone can fix it. Yes, they need to fix this process. We're going to keep pointing our fingers. We're going to keep deflecting the blame until Congress gets its act together and puts comprehensive immigration reform and a process to deal with the migrants.
Jason,
we can call them illegal. Many of them are not.
I want to get a final thought from Jason here, but first of all, I want to put some statistics up on the screen. Texas border apprehensions so far, fiscal year 23, year to date, 978,000. Arizona, 435,000. California, 232,000. The Biden administration seems to be quite happy to let these border states continue to take the burden. But if New York City, Jason, is in danger of being destroyed by the small number of migrants comparatively that they have, what's happening in these states?
Yeah, Senator, you can go ahead and whine and cry about your sanctuary cities and states, but actually reflect the law as it's written on the books. If you come into this country, not at a port of entry, and you try to claim asylum, you are to be detained, you are to be apprehended, and you are to be deported. If you come through a port of entry, it's different. But these thousands of people that these Border Patrol agents are picking up on a daily basis are being run by these coyotes, these drug cartels. They're bringing drugs. They're doing human smuggling. They're doing atrocious things to the young women.
Yes, but
and
you're
people
not
coming
addressing the
across the border
fact that you have
human
millions of
trafficking.
people that are here. And even if New York stopped and
gotta
said, we're going
lock
to end
down
the
that
right
border.
to shelter, America is a place everyone
No,
wants to come to, and that's for good reason. We have to come to the reality that no matter what we do, people are going to come here because it's the best place on the face of the planet.
Gentlemen, we got to leave it there.
A legal process to allow people to live here safely.
We got to leave it there, but I think David, what a lot of people are saying is the first thing you got to do is stem the bleeding and then figure out what to do with the folks who are already here.